welcome everyone yet again to another Ticket Freaks 212. I'm your host Carlos, and as always, we're here to talk to you about movies. On today's segment, we have TF Rumble. This is the part of the show where I eliminate the final 62 movies in the roster sheet, and I eliminate them one by one until there's one movie standing. Now, the voter that voted it right first on the last movie standing will win the TF Rumble Championship belt. Up for elimination, Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, Samuel L. Jackson, you did not ruin my concentration. You might have ruined the viewer's concentration because they might be confused on the fact of what just happened. Well, let's get real on this movie. First, I'm going to talk about all the great things about this movie itself. It has a different story in each part of this movie that actually just blends together, ties together all in the universe of the movie. So that's pretty cool. It has all these great actors: Uma Thurman, Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta, Bruce Willis. You have a very set of different, even Christopher Walken. You got all these different characters in it, which was a great performance all in all. When you got Quentin Tarantino directing all these actors, he really gives the actors a chance to put out a great performance. And it's never been, in every Quentin Tarantino movie, it's never been a bad acting performance. It's always been perfect. So, I got to give him credit for that. Also, the stories itself was very interesting. The dialogue was entertaining. So, for me, this movie is the perfect movie wrapped in a little box. However, the reason it's being eliminated is because there is a particular scene that's a pretty disturbing scene, which is not something you want to see about 100 times in a movie. Yes, I love seeing movies hundreds and hundreds of times, and I would watch this over and over again. However, because of that particular scene, it's very disturbing. You don't want to watch that movie 100 times, especially with it being stuck in your head. It's like listening to a song that you really hate 1,000 times, and then finally it got synced into your head, and you have to listen to it over and over again, and you sing it to yourself. Same thing goes for a movie. You keep that image in your head and you watch it 1,000 times, it's going to stay there. It's going to be one of those things where it's like, damn, it's going to be a little harder to get rid of. So for this reason, I'm eliminating this movie. Up next for elimination, Saving Private Ryan. Okay, so Tom Hanks, please don't cry, first of all. It's not your performance. It's not any of the actors' performance. Even Vin Diesel, for the time he was in the movie, great performance, all in all. So, it's not the story. It's not the characters. It's not that Steven Spielberg did not create such a tremendous movie, because the music was great. The characters were great. The story was great. The realism in it, the raw movie itself was great. I have no negative things to say about it, but I am eliminating this movie because, let's just face facts. This is an historical. This actually does relate to historical moments in our history in our country. So, yeah, this particular moment was based on almost a real moment in history that actually happened, which I believe was D-Day. So, with this moment happening and things going down, this is one of those movies where not a lot of people are going to want to watch something like that, because it's such a horrific moment in real life that's happened in history. So I couldn't imagine what a soldier or any person that was in that particular scene at that moment in that of our history of our lives seeing this movie and not reliving just the tragedy in it. I'm just thinking of it myself, but just being that person, being in that situation, it must be really hard to watch a movie like this and relive it. For that reason, I'm eliminating it, because it's such a raw historical fact, a moment that actually happened in our country, that I can't really I wouldn't want to watch it 1,000 times over and over again because of how tragic it is. Anyways, up next for elimination, This Is the End. Yes, you comedy movies, you really know how to make things very dramatic. So, let's get real with this movie. This movie was funny. The actors didn't actually have to play any harder than they have to in characters, because they were just playing themselves pretty much. It was hysterical, it was entertaining. Even the ending to me was a little history, blast in the past kind of humor. So I loved everything about that, and I loved the movie itself with all the jokes and so forth, and even the actors. Reason this movie is being eliminated is because it's not for everybody. If I could put a room full of everyone who had to watch this movie, and we watched this movie. I will tell you this right now. Maybe 85% of the people would enjoy this movie because of its humor. They have an open mind, even if they're not too particularly fond of it. They're still going to keep an open mind to how funny it was. But then the other 15% of these people will kind of judge it based on its facts, and that's because it has some form of drug substance involved in it. Not a lot of people are too fond of that. We're still keeping open minds to certain things in life and accepting certain things. That a movie like this is not always going to be accepted because of what it represented in the movies. It's like seeing I'm not trying to go against on this, but it's like seeing a female actress play a super heroic role. We're still not ready for that, but even though we should be ready for that, 85 of us are ready for it, but actually, you know what? 15% of us are ready for it, 85 of us are not. And that's the other way around for this particular movie. So that's the reason why I got eliminated. Also, for Saving Private Ryan, I just want to say this. It made it to this far in the 62 rosters because it was one of my all-time favorite movies, and it still is one of my all-time favorite movies. Every movie that's in here is not bad. It's actually really good. And that's why it was number 2 and it made it this far. So I just want to throw that out there. Anyways, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please subscribe or tell a friend. And hope to see you guys next time, okay? Peace.